Have you ever met the connector? Well, he ponders, he helps, he creates, he writes, he speaks. He basically connects people and brings them together. I speak about Paul Solano of PS and All Marketing Group. At psandallmarketinggroup.com, you will receive an assembled group of Paul's contacts and connections that cross into many sectors of life. Please contact Paul Solano at 617-240-4130 or psandallmarketinggroup@gmail.com if you are in the market for a wide array of services. Again, please contact The Connector, Paul Solano at 617-240-4130 or psandallmarketinggroup@gmail.com with any questions. And now, here's Paul Solano, the host of Paul Ponders.
Welcome to Paul Ponders. My name is Paul Solano of PS and All Marketing Group, and I may be reached via email at paul@paulponders.com. Thank you for joining me for my foray into podcasting. It is great to be collaborating with my friend and associate Chalonzo Amos of PodPro Entertainment to bring you some fun, exciting, and informative podcasts. For many years, I've been referred to as the Connector, or in Greater Boston circles as the Connector. With psandallmarketinggroup.com, I've created a side gig to connect you and get things done. Please sit back and relax and listen to today's podcast. If you are driving or operating heavy machinery and just listening, then please just listen and stay focused on your task at hand. Thanks again for listening. Enjoy my ponderings. Let #PaulPonders begin.
Greetings, everyone. How is everyone doing this fine day? We're doing well. I hope you're doing well. A quick shout out to Techie Talonzo, PodPro Entertainment, #PodPro Entertainment. Thank you for your great work, Techie Talonzo, behind the curtain, in the studio, keeping this going. Shout out to Scott Albertson, #project142.org. Scott Albertson, thank you for all the great promotional work that you do for Paul Ponders, #Paul Ponders. And if you haven't had a chance to check out Scott's work, that's Scott with one T, Albertson, SON. Check him out at scottalbertson.com and project142.org. Great cross-marketer. Scott does a great job. Well, this episode is going to involve something that I learned from a high school teacher of mine, Mr. Tony Guarino. He was a great guy. He taught me a lot about life, about the world of history, social studies. One of my fave teachers of all time at Malden High School. But I remember him saying that semantics is the most important word that you will learn in your life. And what is semantics? Well, semantics is the science dealing with the meaning of words. And as I ponder, as Paul Ponders often does, I think of degrees of a word, degrees, variation of a word, an adjective that you may, in fact, use. So if I think back to a past presentation that I've done on this word of confident. Confident, okay? We know what confident means. And I am sure that this is going to be a well-received episode. And again, I want to thank you for rating, reviewing, subscribing to Paul Ponders. But think of the word confident. Well, what if someone is more than confident? They're overconfident. Well, yep, there are some overconfident people out there. They're very sure of themselves, but sometimes that overconfidence gets them into, some quagmires, some situations in life that they probably do not want to be in, all because they were overconfident. Well, sometimes overconfident people can be arrogant. And we don't like arrogant people because they all think that they're better than everyone else. Some arrogant people are conceited. I've gone from confident to overconfident to arrogant to now conceited. But some people just don't stop at that. They are pompous. They really, really, really think that they're better than people. And you know what? Yep, you could fill in the blank there, okay, about a pompous person. But sometimes that pompous person really takes it to another level, and they're condescending. So what I've done here is I've gone through the degrees of confidence: confident, overconfident, arrogant, conceited, pompous, and condescending. Well, you could probably come up with another adjective, another level, another degree of that basis of the word confident. And we won't get into the fact that if you're dealing with a child who is really, really smart aleck type of person, child, we're talking about a precocious child. And kids say the darndest things, don't they? Well, let's go on the other side of the ledger. Have you ever heard of the word or the use of the phrase underconfident? I really haven't heard underconfident. Sort of like the word overwhelmed. You always hear overwhelmed alone. You never really hear of whelmed. You never hear of underwhelmed. But I just use that as a quick aside. So if someone is less than confident, are they meek? Are they shy? Or are they timid? Yes, there are degrees of lack of confidence that is out there. So that about does it for the science dealing with the meaning of words and the degrees of the words you choose. So when you do choose those words, when you are describing a situation, you're writing, whatever the case may be, just think of the word semantics and the words you choose and how they will be accepted by the person on the other side. So that concludes another episode of Paul Ponders. Indeed. I trust that you have enjoyed Paul Ponders. Again, my name is Paul Solano of PS&All Marketing Group, and I may be reached via email at paul@paulponders.com to do some more pondering. Many thanks to my longtime collaborative friend and associate, Alonso Amos of Pod Pro Entertainment, in bringing you our fun, exciting, informative podcasts. You rock, Techie Alonso. With PS&All Marketing Group, I created a side gig to connect you and get things done. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me at paul@paulponders.com with any questions. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Paul Ponders. Follow us on Twitter at Paul Ponders Pod. Follow us on Instagram at Paul Ponders Podcast. Thank you again for listening to Paul Ponders, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, our website, paulponders.com, or wherever you stream your podcasts. Subscribe, stream, rate, and review our shows. Your ratings and reviews help our show reach new audiences. Produced by Pod Pro Entertainment, Paul Ponders lives within a network of podcasts located at podproentertainment.com. The new radio. Until we meet again, my friend, stay well. Indeed.